a name which seems to be en vogue, and well, we have our very own Vikram right here on the show today, although he's only interested in biopics, it seems.
Well, Radhika, what can I say? But on the show today is Well Done Abba, and of course a lot of biopics. We'll talk about it a little later on the show.
Well, that sounds pretty cool, and there's lots more interesting stories waiting right after these headlines. Shah Rukh Khan may wait for a watch, but he keeps things ticking as he hits the capital. Hrithik Roshan hits London for kites with two lovely ladies beside him. And say hello to B-Town's Young and the Restless, as some new heroes look to take over Bollywood. Well, that's not the only gossip on Night Out tonight. Take a look. Lost reaches its grand finale episode next week, even as John Travolta gets ready to indulge in some heavy diaper duty. Well, we start the show with who else but the king of Bollywood, Shah Rukh's superhero Khan. Dapper as ever, SRK swung into the capital for an international watch endorsement. Ironically, just a wee bit late.
It was an evening to celebrate 150 years of his favourite watch brand. But the Tag Heuer brand ambassador Shah Rukh Khan's own timepiece seemed to be running a little slow as he arrived fashionably late by over an hour on Tuesday in the capital. Looking lean, mean and dapper in his raw one avatar, the king as always had the crowds eating out of his hands. And no, this was not an evening marked by the king's usual clever comments. Gadgets and gizmos remained the focus.
What this watch? Oh, it's a wristwatch, so you keep it in the car and you get off at the party and wear it.
So guess we'll have to wait another time to get the Badshah to wax eloquent about his films, fans and foes. In New Delhi with Pooja Talwar, in Mumbai, Divya Unni for NDTV.
Well, it seems like no one stopped this Badshah that punctuality is always a good policy to follow. Maybe he can learn a tip or two on diligent promotion from Hrithik Roshan as he readies to sail smoothly into theatres with this particular guide. First, New York went mad, and now even London's Leicester Square seemed to be flying high. Hrithik fans flooded the square hoping to catch a glimpse of their favourite star as he hit the red carpet for the European premiere of Kites. With cast, crew, friends and family in place, they were ready to launch it in style.
I never expected such a big crowd.
We want everybody to love it, and so we're a little nervous today. Enjoy yourself.
Suzanne stepped out in glimmering style, perhaps hoping to outshine the husband's leading lady and quell forever the rumours that have surrounded the lead couple. Barbara Mori, on the other hand, was glowing too, mostly when describing her co-star.
Working with Hrithik.
The best. He's a great actor and a beautiful human being and a great companion, so I can't say anything else.
I expected crowds, but this is insanity. This is fantastic. You know, I couldn't have asked for more. This is too much love. It's
kites in the sky.
The film is a tale of two immigrants, Hrithik, an Indian who works in Las Vegas, and Barbara, a Mexican, who meet, fall in love and face a series of obstacles. Directed by Anurag Basu, the film has been a tabloid favourite for a while. It'll be interesting to see if the same will hold true with audiences once it sails onto screens on the 21st this month.
With a budget of over $30 million, premieres in New York and London, this film claims to be a truly international experience. Come Friday, we'll know how high this kite flies. In London, Swati Maheshwari, NDTV.
While Kites really has to string the bosses to be declared a hit, no wonder the Roshans are taking no chances, as this film boasts the unique distinction of being released in both Desi and English versions. God knows if this ploy works. After all, it takes more than fab songs and an A-lister cast to grab audience attention. But director Brett Ratner is not discouraged. Here's why.
How does a Hollywood director whose films have made a combined total of what, $1 billion?
A little more.
A little more.
trying to be humble.
How do you get interested in a Bollywood film?
You know, I'm interested in all, international cinema, and I am in business with Reliance. And Amit from Reliance said, can I bring a filmmaker from India, Rakesh Roshan? And I said, of course. And he was telling me about this movie that he produced by the name of Kites.
Right.
And that his son was in the movie. And I said, wow. I said, I would love to see it.
But you don't know Bollywood. You've never seen a Hindi movie.
I've seen some Shekhar Kapoor films, but I didn't really study Bollywood. I wasn't really a student of Bollywood movies. And so when I saw the movie, I was so impressed with it because it was a Bollywood movie, but it felt like it was made for a Western audience. And so I said, actually Rakesh asked me, what would you do if you were going to release this movie in the United States? I said, well, I would probably make it a little shorter. I would maybe change the music. I don't want to get anybody angry, but I probably would take out the dance sequence, And they said, really? Well, could you do that for us? And I said, can I do that for you? Okay, if you want me to, as long as nobody gets mad at me. And I was so excited and nervous at the same time because I remember Rakesh and Ritik came from India to see the movie. And
to see your version?
Yes, to see my version. And I was so nervous about what their reaction was going to be. And Ritik looks at me at the end. The lights come on and he says, I love it. He goes, and I didn't even miss the dance sequence. And I was so happy. What a relief,
You've taken out all the dance. Yes. What is the hardest thing about making a film like Kites accessible to a Western mainstream audience?
I think some of the things that I think are